Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I came here today with a message deep in my spirit, a message for somebody who is on the verge of quitting, for somebody who is standing at the edge, wondering if they have the strength to go on. I know life gets hard. I know the storms of life come crashing down, uninvited, unexpected, unrelenting. But hear me today, do not give up. When life gets hard, that is not the time to quit. That is the time to stand. That is the time to fight. That is the time to say, I will not be broken. You see, the problem is not that life is hard. The problem is that we let hardships define us instead of refine us. God never promised an easy life, but he promised that he would never leave you nor forsake you. That means when you're walking through the valley, you're not walking alone. When the storm is raging, you are not abandoned. Help is on the way. The enemy wants to convince you that your pain is pointless. He wants you to believe that the struggle is meaningless. But let me tell you something. Nothing you go through is wasted. Every tear you have cried, every night you have prayed, every moment you felt like breaking, God is using it all for your good. Some of you have been standing in the fire for so long you think you'll never get out. But can I remind you of something? The fire is not your enemy. It's your refining. Just like gold is purified in the fire, just like the strongest steel is forged in the heat, God is using this moment to strengthen you. So don't curse the fire, embrace the process. If you're still here, that means you still have a purpose. If you're still breathing, that means God is not finished with you yet. Your struggle is not proof of your weakness, it's proof of your strength. The fact that you are still standing, still fighting, still believing, that alone is a testimony. That alone is a reason to praise God. And I need you to hear me today. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Some of you are ready to give up when you are just inches away from the finish line. The enemy wants you to quit because he knows what's waiting on the other side. If only you knew what God has prepared for you, you wouldn't even think about giving up. But here's the key. You can't just wait for it. You have to walk toward it. You have to move by faith. You have to step out, even when you can't see the whole path. You have to declare, I may not see it yet, but I know it's coming. Because faith is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about praising in the middle of it. It's about standing firm when everything around you is shaking. It's about looking at your situation and saying, I don't care what it looks like, I know my God is able. You have cried enough tears. You have fought too hard. You have been through too much to let the enemy take you out now. It's time to rise. It's time to push. It's time to move forward. So shake off the fear. Shake off the doubt. Shake off the discouragement. You were made for more than this. You were called for greatness. And no matter what the enemy says, no matter what your past looks like, no matter how hard life has been, this is not your end. This is just the beginning. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep fighting, because your victory is already written and your story is far from over. You see, when you were formed in your mother's womb, God already placed everything you need inside of you. He already equipped you with the strength, the resilience, the endurance to face the battles ahead. The enemy wouldn't be fighting you so hard if you weren't a threat. That's why life feels so hard. That's why the pressure is so intense. Because greatness attracts opposition. If you weren't carrying something powerful, the enemy wouldn't be trying to stop you. But what God has placed inside of you cannot be stolen, cannot be destroyed, and cannot be defeated. Some of you feel like life has knocked you down so many times, you don't even want to get up anymore. But let me tell you something, you are stronger than you think. Every setback, every disappointment, every hardship, it was all preparing you for this moment. The enemy thought he could break you. The storm thought it could drown you, but look at you, you're still here. After everything you've been through, after all the nights you cried, after all the times you wanted to quit, you are still standing. That's why you can't give up now. That's why you can't throw in the towel. Because if you could survive what you've already been through, then you can handle whatever is ahead. God did not bring you this far just to leave you. He did not allow you to go through the fire just to let you burn. He is molding you, shaping you, strengthening you, because there is something greater ahead. But you can't just sit back and wait for it to come to you. You have to fight for it. You have to press forward even when it hurts. You have to declare, I will not break. I will not quit. I will not let life defeat me. Some of you are one decision away from your breakthrough, one choice away from stepping into the next level. But you have to move. You have to believe. You have to trust that everything you have been through is preparing you for this moment. Don't let the pain of yesterday keep you from the promise of tomorrow. Don't let the weight of your struggle stop you from rising into your destiny. You may be tired, but keep walking. You may be weary, but keep pushing, because your blessing is closer than you think. Your victory is within reach. And if you just keep going, you will see the promises of God come to pass in your life. You see, the enemy doesn't attack people who are doing nothing. He comes after the ones who have purpose, the ones who have destiny, the ones who are on the verge of something great. That's why the pressure is so intense. That's why the weight feels so heavy, because what's inside of you is too valuable. If the enemy can't destroy you, he'll try to discourage you. He'll try to make you believe that your struggle means you're not meant to succeed. He'll try to convince you that because life is hard, that must mean you're not strong enough. But the devil is a liar. Your struggle is not a sign that you're weak. It's a sign that you are chosen. It's a sign that God has his hand on you. It's a sign that something greater is on the other side of this battle. And I don't know who this is for, but somebody needs to hear this. This battle will not break you. You may be wounded, but you are not defeated. You may be tired, but you are not done. The mere fact that you're still here, still breathing, still pushing forward, that is proof that you are stronger than you think. But hear me today, you cannot afford to stop now. You have come too far to turn back. You have fought too hard to give up now. The moment you give up, you let the enemy win. But if you can just hold on, if you can just press a little longer, if you can just keep standing, your breakthrough is on the other side. I know life is hard. I know the pain is real. But the God who brought you through before will bring you through again. The same God who made a way before will make a way again. You are not alone in this battle. You are not fighting by yourself. He is with you. And when you feel like you can't take another step, take it anyway. When you feel like you have nothing left to give a little more. Because there is strength inside of you that you haven't even tapped into yet. There is resilience in you that you don't even realize. The problem is most people quit too soon. Most people give up right before the breakthrough. They stop digging when the gold is just beneath the surface. They stop running when the finish line is just ahead. They stop believing when their miracle is on the way, but not you. You will not stop now. You will not let life take you out. You will not let this storm define you, because the storm is temporary, but your purpose is permanent. And I need you to understand something. What you're going through right now is not just about you. Your victory is going to bless somebody else. Your survival is going to be a testimony to someone who needs to know that they too can overcome. You are a living testimony that life can be hard, but you don't have to give up. Every struggle, every setback, every tear, It is all part of your story. And one day, you're going to look back on this moment and realize that what you thought was breaking you was actually building you, but you have to keep going. You have to keep believing. You have to keep trusting that God is still in control. You are not too weak. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are not forgotten. God is not finished with you yet. The race is not over. The battle is not lost. It's just a chapter, not the end of the book. It's just a season, not your final destination. So what do you do when life is too hard? You keep walking. What do you do when the weight feels unbearable? You keep pushing. What do you do when you feel like you've got nothing left? You dig deeper and pull from a strength that you didn't even know you had. Because what's inside of you is greater than what's against you. You were made for more than this. You were born for greatness, and no matter what life throws at you, no matter how hard the battle gets, no matter how long the storm rages, you will not give up. You have to understand that struggle is part of the process. Growth doesn't come from comfort. Strength doesn't come from ease. Diamonds don't form without pressure. Gold isn't purified without fire. The battle you're in right now is not here to destroy you. It's here to develop you. There are things inside of you that will only come out through the struggle. There is a level of faith, a level of endurance, a level of power that will never surface if everything in life is easy. That's why the storm had to come. That's why the fire had to burn. Because God is refining you, shaping you, molding you into the person He created you to be, but you have to keep moving forward. You can't let the weight of life make you stop. You can't let the pain paralyze you. The moment you stop is the moment you start losing the fight. And I came to tell somebody today, keep fighting. I don't care how tired you are. Keep fighting. I don't care how discouraged you feel. Keep fighting. I don't care how many times you've fallen. Get back up and keep fighting. Because let me tell you something. The enemy doesn't win when he knocks you down. He wins when you stop getting back up. The Bible says a righteous man falls 7 times, but he gets back up. That means it doesn't matter how many times you've been knocked down. As long as you get back up, you are still in the fight. And I know some of you feel like you're fighting alone. You feel like no one sees your struggle. No one understands your pain. You smile on the outside, but inside, you're battling thoughts of doubt, fear, and defeat. But let me remind you today, you are not alone. You serve a God who sees you, who hears your cries, who understands your pain. You serve a God who walks with you, even through the darkest valleys. And if He brought you to it, He will bring you through it. But you have to trust the process. You have to believe that the struggle is temporary, but the promise is permanent. The pain is real, but so is the purpose. See, the enemy wants you to focus on how hard life is so you forget how strong you are. He wants you to focus on the obstacles so you stop seeing the opportunities. He wants you to focus on what's against you so you forget who is for you. But hear me today. If God be for you, who can be against you? If God has called you, if He has anointed you, if He has placed a destiny on your life, then no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The storm may come, but it won't break you. The fire may rage, but it won't consume you. The battle may rage, but you will win, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. You have to stop looking at your circumstances and start looking at your calling. Stop looking at your problems and start looking at your purpose. Stop looking at what's wrong and start looking at what's possible. Because the moment you shift your perspective, everything changes. You stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as a victor. You stop walking in fear and start walking in faith. You stop doubting yourself and start declaring, I was made for this. And somebody needs to declare that right now. I was made for this. Say it again. I was made for this. You weren't made to quit. You weren't made to give up. You weren't made to live in defeat. You were made to overcome. You were made to rise. You were made to walk in victory. So don't you dare give up now. Don't you dare throw in the towel. You are closer than you think. Your breakthrough is closer than you realize. And if you just keep going, if you just keep pushing, if you just keep believing, your moment of victory is on the way. You don't have to wait until you see it to believe it. You don't have to wait until the battle is over to start praising. You can praise now. You can celebrate now. Because when you understand that life may be hard, but God is still in control, you stop worrying, you stop doubting, you stop hesitating, and you start moving forward in faith. So lift your head, square your shoulders, take a deep breath, and make a decision. I will not give up. I will not break. I will not let this battle defeat me. Because life may be hard, but I am stronger.
You have to know that life will test you, but those tests are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to reveal what you're truly made of. Some of you have been through storms that should have wiped you out. You've faced battles that should have broken you. You've endured pain that should have left you shattered. But you're still here. And that alone is proof that you are stronger than you think. You can't let the struggle define you. You can't let the hardship dictate your future. The enemy wants you to believe that because life is hard, that must mean you are weak. But the enemy is a liar. If life is pressing you, that means you have something inside of you worth pressing for. If life is fighting you, that means you are carrying something worth fighting for. See, what you're facing is not just about you, it's about what's coming through you. You are carrying purpose, you are carrying destiny, you are carrying something that the world needs. And that is why you can't give up. I know the weight is heavy, but you were built to carry it. I know the road is rough, but you were built to walk it. I know the journey feels long, but you were built to endure it. You are stronger than your struggle. You are tougher than your trial. You are bigger than your battle. And let me tell you something, your pain is producing something. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of frustration, it is not wasted. God is using it all. You may not see it now, but in due time, you will look back and understand why you had to go through what you went through. You see, God doesn't just bless anyone with greatness. He doesn't just hand out purpose without preparation. If you're being stretched, if you're being tested, if you're walking through fire, it's because He's preparing you for something greater. But here's the key, you have to endure. You have to refuse to quit. You have to make up your mind that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how painful it feels, no matter how long it takes, you will not give up. Because let me tell you something, the enemy wants you to break, but he can't break what God has built. He wants you to fall, but he can't destroy what God has secured. He wants you to quit, but he has no power over your destiny unless you give it to him. You have to decide today, I will not give in. I will not let this trial define me. I will not let this storm take me out. I will rise because victory is already yours. You don't have to beg for it. You don't have to bargain for it. You don't have to fight for it. It has already been written. You are more than a conqueror, and I need you to hear me. What you're fighting through right now is temporary. The pain is temporary, the struggle is temporary, the hardship is temporary, but the purpose inside of you is eternal. So don't you dare let a temporary problem cause you to forfeit an eternal promise. Don't you dare let a difficult season convince you that you don't have a bright future. Don't you dare let the weight of today make you forget that tomorrow holds victory. And I know sometimes the battle feels too much, sometimes the burden feels too heavy, but that's when you have to reach deep inside of you and tap into the strength that God placed inside of you before you were even born. Because the same God who brought you through before will bring you through again. The same God who carried you when you couldn't carry yourself is still with you today. And if he did it before, he will do it again. So stop doubting yourself. Stop talking yourself out of your breakthrough. Stop letting the enemy whisper lies in your ear that you are not enough, that you can't make it, that you should just give up. The devil is a liar. You are enough. You are capable. You are strong. You are victorious. And no matter how hard life gets, no matter how impossible things seem, no matter how much the enemy tries to stop you, you will make it. Because giving up is not an option. Breaking down is not the end. Walking away from your purpose is not the answer. Your only option is to keep going, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep believing, keep walking, keep trusting, keep standing. Because this battle is not the end. This storm will not last forever. This trial is only a stepping stone to the victory that God has already prepared for you. And when you come out of this, and you will come out of this, you will look back and say, it was hard, but it didn't break me. It was painful, but it didn't stop me. It was tough, but I made it. Because life may be hard, but you are harder to break.
You see, life is going to throw storms your way, but storms don't last forever. Storms come to pass, not to stay. And when the storm has passed, you will see that what tried to break you only built you. What tried to destroy you only strengthened you. What tried to silence you only gave you a louder testimony. And I need you to understand, this battle is not just about you. There are people watching you, people connected to you, people depending on you to make it through. Your survival is proof to someone else that they too can overcome. Your breakthrough is going to be the confirmation someone else needs to keep going. Your victory is going to set the stage for someone else's deliverance. So you can't quit now. You can't throw in the towel. You can't let frustration make you walk away from what God has promised you. You've come too far. You've survived too much. You've overcome too many obstacles to let one more challenge take you out. And hear me today, there is more ahead of you than there is behind you. Your best days are not in your past. Your greatest moments are not over. You have not seen your best yet. If you just keep moving forward, if you just keep holding on, if you just refuse to quit, you will see everything God promised you come to pass. But you have to believe it. You have to stand on it. You have to declare it. I am stronger than my struggle. I will not give up. This battle will not break me. I am walking into my victory because there is power in your words. There is power in what you speak over yourself. You cannot allow the enemy to trick you into speaking defeat over your own life. You cannot allow doubt to make you speak negativity into your future. Speak life over yourself. Speak victory over your situation. Speak strength over your journey. Because life may be hard, but you are not weak. The pressure may be great, but so is your purpose. The battle may be fierce, but so is your faith. And let me tell you something, faith doesn't mean you won't have struggles. Faith doesn't mean you won't have tough days. Faith means that even in the middle of the storm, you know who you are. Even when the battle is raging, you know who your God is. Even when you don't see the way out, you trust that He has already made one. Because God did not bring you this far to leave you. He did not allow you to endure all that you have endured just to let you fail. If you're still here, if you're still breathing, if you're still pressing forward, it means there is still purpose inside of you. So what are you going to do? Are you going to sit back and let life knock you down? Are you going to allow fear and doubt to rob you of your destiny? Are you going to let one moment of struggle define the rest of your story? Or are you going to stand up? Are you going to dust yourself off? Are you going to lift your head and declare that you will not be defeated? Because that's the difference between people who win and people who quit. Winners keep going. They don't stop when it gets hard. They don't walk away when it gets painful. They don't give up when it looks impossible. They keep pushing. And I came to tell somebody today, keep pushing, keep praying, keep believing, keep striving, keep pressing, because God is not done with you yet. He is still working behind the scenes. He is still making a way. He is still orchestrating things in your favor. So don't stop now. Don't get discouraged now. Don't let the enemy talk you out of what God has for you. You are almost there. You are closer than you think. You are on the verge of something great. And if you just hold on, if you just keep fighting, if you just refuse to quit, your victory is coming. I don't care how many times you've fallen, get back up. I don't care how many times you've cried, wipe your tears and keep moving. I don't care how many times you've been knocked down, stand back up and declare, I will win. Because the only way you lose is if you quit. And quitting is not an option. You have too much ahead of you. You have too much potential inside of you. You have too much purpose to let one hard season make you give up. So square your shoulders, lift your head, stand firm in your faith, and declare today, I will not break. I will not quit. I will not give up, because life may be hard, but so am I.